What if your hydrating shampoo is secretly drying your hair out? Should you actually hydrate your hair? I mean, with all these hydrating shampoos, moisture masks, and aqua silk serums out there, you'd think the answer is a screaming yes, right? But what if I told you it's not that simple? Hi, I'm Dr. Azmi, your friendly doc, and today I'm going to bust hair hydration myths. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll finally understand the real science of hair and water, and why some of what you've been told is, well, kinda wet nonsense. The confusing truth about hair and water. Hair hydration is one of the most misunderstood topics in all of hair science. Even scientists and cosmetic chemists can't fully agree. Some say water damages hair. Others swear it's the secret to healthy locks. So, what's the truth? Let's break it down. Why wet hair acts so weird. Ever noticed your hair feels stretchier when it's wet? Try pulling a strand. Carefully. Wet hair bends and stretches easily, but it's also way easier to break. This is because your hair is made of proteins connected by bonds. Some are permanent, the ones that give your hair shape, but many are temporary hydrogen bonds that water can easily break. Think of it like being at a dog park. When it's just you and your dog, you bond. But throw in 20 other puppies. Total chaos. Similarly, your hair proteins get distracted, bonding with water instead of each other, which makes hair weaker and stretchier. So yes, wet hair is more fragile, but that doesn't mean water is evil. It's just misunderstood. The wet versus dry combing debate. Here's a big one. Should you comb your hair wet or dry? Science says it depends. For straight hair, combing wet can cause more breakage because it's weaker when soaked. But for curly or coily hair, dry combing can create more tangles and damage. So the golden rule, whichever feels easier and causes less pulling, that's your best bet. The hydration myth in hair products. Now let's talk about those fancy bottles that scream hydrating in all caps. Most people assume hydration equals adding more water, which should equal soft, silky hair. But here's the twist. The healthiest, smoothest hair actually has less water inside it than damaged hair. That's right. In multiple studies, it has been proven that hair with less water felt smoother and more moisturized. So what's really happening when your hair feels nice after a hydrating mask? It's not water doing the magic. It's conditioning ingredients like silicones and fatty alcohols coating your hair, replacing its natural oily layer, called the F layer, and making it feel silky. So hydrating products aren't hydrating. They're fake hydrating. Why healthy hair isn't waterproof? You might have heard healthy hair is waterproof. No, not really. Even undamaged healthy hair can soak up about 30% of its weight in water in minutes. Hair is like a pine cone, full of gaps where water can sneak in. Conditioners can't seal those gaps completely. They just smooth the surface so your hair feels soft. Ever done the float test? Dropping hair in water to check porosity? That test is mostly showing how water clings to the surface tension, not how much it's soaking in. So yeah, that viral TikTok hair test? Totally misleading. Okay, so if extra water makes hair rougher, why does hair feel better after washing? 2 reasons. First, water helps spread conditioner and products more evenly. Second, it resets your hair's temporary bonds, like hitting a refresh button on your hair shape. This is why humidity ruins your styling. Water is reshaping those bonds back to your natural pattern. For curly hair, water even helps strands stick together into nice clumps. That's surface tension magic, not hydration. Is washing often dangerous? The hygral fatigue myth. You've probably heard that wetting and drying your hair too often causes hygral fatigue, where the hair supposedly stretches and weakens over time. But there's not much real science to back that up. Water doesn't break permanent bonds. It only affects temporary hydrogen ones, which reform easily. So it's more like unclicking and re-clicking Lego pieces, not snapping them apart. The only real risk? Handling wet hair roughly. So be gentle, detangle carefully, and use conditioner. Simple as that. Here's the truth bomb. There's a sweet spot for hair hydration. Too much water leads to weak and frizzy hair. Too little leads to dry and brittle hair. That's why ingredients like glycerin, a humectant, and coconut oil can help balance things. They don't seal out water completely. They just help your hair act like it's in that perfect, flexible middle zone. So water isn't good or bad. It's just a tool. And how you use it depends on your hair type, environment, and routine. So, should you hydrate your hair? Not exactly. You should balance its hydration. Use conditioner to smooth it, oils to protect it, and water to reset it. But don't fear the water. Fear the misinformation. Hair science can be wild. But now you know the truth about the most misunderstood ingredient in your routine, plain old water. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more myth-busting videos, and let's keep making sense of beauty, one strand at a time. Share this useful information with your beloved ones. Please show me some love and support by subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy.